Hello YouTube world, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to make a review of Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man homemade suit. And this action figure is perhaps too late to be reviewed during this time because what is the trending today is the Infinity War action figures. But I could always see this action figure in the toys section whenever I went to a mall where I used to buy action figures. So I could always see it, and I thought, because I don't have this action figure, perhaps it's good to buy this action figure and to make a review of it. And I really like this action figure actually, because when it comes to the action figures of the Infinity War series and also of the Avengers, the Black Panther basic action figures, this Spider-Man is somehow is more articulated than the others. It has actually good articulation because the knee of this action figure is able to bend, right? While the other action figures of Infinity War and the Black Panther and the previous action figures are not able to bend their knees. So I hope we can have this kind of action figure in the following series of basic action figures, like especially of the upcoming Ant-Man the movie. So I wish we can have that action figures that are able to bend the knee. So this homemade suit has the web, and I don't know. Yeah, we have a sample picture here how to use that web. So it can actually put in the hand of the Spider-Man action figure, and yeah, this Spider-Man is holding this web. So it is the back feature of the action figure out of the packaging. And so we have here a short preview about this homemade Spider-Man. So it says Peter Parker swings around New York City in a suit he made himself as the web slinging hero Spider-Man. So yeah, we have here another action figures of this series. So we have here the Spider-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming original Spider-Man Homecoming design of suit. So we have here like this one on the right upper corner, and we have also here the text suit of Spider-Man in blue color, and we have here the Vulture, one of his villains in the movie, and the other one is Shocker. But perhaps Shocker will be able to fight Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2. So yeah, I am excited to unpack this action figure. So let's see how good it is. And we have now the Spider-Man Homecoming homemade suit out of the packaging, and I like this action figure. Like what I said lately, this action figure can able to bend the knees, and that's why it is more poseable compared to the Avengers Infinity War action figures, which their legs are just steady and has no articulations. And so I like this series of action figure of Hasbro, and I wish they also made the other figures of Avengers and also the Black Panther, like with the action figure of Homecoming. I don't know why they have to change the articulation, because even the DC basic action figures, those knees can able to bend. So it's quite disappointing that the articulations of other action figures of Hasbro in basic action figures are so limited, and you can just put them steadily standing still and just it's so boring to see. And like unlike this one, it can bend the knee, so somehow you can pose the action figure with artistically. So I like this action figure, and I actually like the design of this homemade suit of Spider-Man, unlike to the previous design of homemade suit of the first, I think the first Spider-Man of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. For me, it is more realistic homemade suit and more stylish, right? So let's review this action figure, and let's examine it closely, and let's see how good is this action figure when it comes to sculpt. So like what I said on the previous videos, when it comes to the characters or any characters that are not wearing masks, they are more easy to review and to give comments and give critics, because you have so many things to observe and to comment about it. Like this one, because it's wearing mask, it's just fine to see that it has a head and it has a head shape scope, right? So that's it. And when it comes to the Google of this action figure, I think I really like it. It still also looks badass, right? I really like how they sculpt the Google, and also the nose of Peter Parker inside the homemade suit. It's really, the nose of Peter Parker is really marked on the mask outside, so I like that. It's like he's really inside this homemade suit, so I like it. And I like how they painted the Google, and I'm happy that they paint it even at the back of the suit of the head of this action figure. And this action figure has a hood, right? And it is actually the costume of homemade suit of Peter Parker in the movie, so it is the hood. And I like that a spider at the back of this action figure, and also on the front, and it has few wrinkles here on the shoulder. And when it comes to the sculpt of this action figure, it's just a simple action figure with just few details. But when it comes to the hand, uh, I like it. This Spider-Man has the original Spider-Man design on his hand, and he has also the web thrower, right? And also on the other hand also. So on the right hand, his hand is in a grapple, yeah, his hand is in grapple position. On the other hand, the right hand, his hand is on the web swinging position. Okay, so when it comes to the other details of this action figure, it has a few details here at the bottom of his jacket or sweater, I mean. And it has also so many wrinkles on the knee of this action figure. And I like also the details on the boots of the Spider-Man homemade suit, right? It's really nice. And also on the other, and at the bottom a bit, we can see there is a, what is made in Hasbro, Marvel, yeah. And yeah, this action figure is actually made in USA, right? So yeah, it's good because it's made in USA, and for that reason it has a knee articulation, and I like that. So I hope US will make the following action figures with that articulation. And this action figure has also the a web, right? Web that this action figure, this Spider-Man homemade suit can hold. So you can make the Spider-Man hold this like that. You can put it here or no. Yeah, this should be. Yeah, I think this is how it should be. That's it. So yeah, this Spider-Man can hold the web, right? Or perhaps let's see if we can put it on the other hand of Spidey while throwing like this. Not really good, right? Yeah, I think not really good. But this action figure has the web which he can hold, and let's try to articulate this action figure. When it comes to the articulation, this homemade suit Spider-Man can rotate its head. It cannot look up. You can look down a bit, and you can make his head banging, okay, like that. And it has a few or short head pivot, and it can move its hand wider, what do you call that, outward, sideward, like this much. And both hands can also rotate 360, and you can bend the elbows. That's just much, and it's so limited, right? And also with the other, you can only bend it just that much, and both are not double jointed elbow, so no articulation left for the rest of the both hands of the action figure. No articulation on the chest, no articulation on the waist. It can kick, it can front kick just that far. Well, yeah, it's too low, so just that far. And on the other leg also, you can only kick that far, and the same with the other leg. It can kick very low, and we can bend the knee of this action figure. And this is the thing that I like about this action figure, and the same with the other knee. So yeah, and not only that, we can also rotate, right? Rotate the knee of this action figure, like with the elbow of this action figure. And no articulation left for this action figure, and still limited. But somehow, compared to the other action figures like the Avengers Infinity War, this action figure is more great looking action figure and more cool because it has knee articulation. So if you like this video, and if you enjoy this action figure, so just don't forget to hit like and comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. So thank you for watching my video.